And pretty much like our mindset shapes our success and how we approach challenges influences growth. Okay. So we've probably heard the term like a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, right? So now what's a fixed mindset? So it means like our beliefs are pretty much it's kind of like a negative mindset that are that we believe that like abilities is just it's just natural. It is what it is. It can't be changed. We avoid challenges and prevent and can't prevent failure. Um, and failure is something that we need to like stay away from. It's like huge shame if we fail, and effort becomes like it doesn't matter, right? It's like why put effort in it because we're not going to get there type of thing. So very fixed, they call it a fixed mindset, a very negative mindset. Um, what is a growth mindset? So the growth mindset is abilities can be developed through effort and learning. Challenges, embrace challenges as opportunity to grow. Um, Now with failure is viewed as a learning experience, right? Failure is the stepping stone to success, and it's efforts is like the cornerstones of mastery. Okay, so we need to embrace it. So like we can look at like education. So there's like the fixed mindset of students avoids challenges, gives up easy, and a fear of failure. The growth mindset student embraces like learning, um, and persists through difficult times to improve. Very interesting. I was talking to one of my friends in the weekend, funny enough, about this, and he's a teacher, and he says it's never like through after schooling, it's never like the top of the grade kids who get the best. And it's not even like the bottom of the barrel. It's usually like the medium kids or on the average who do the best because they see that, for them to get there or to get to where they want to be, they have to put a lot of work, learning, and by default to get there, they need to have a growth mindset. If things are handed to you on the plate or you find it naturally very easy, when you hit challenging times, then it's easy to just kind of like, well, I guess I just can't do this, which is very interesting. So, yeah, always looking for the growth mindset. And even if you're not naturally talented at it, then it's okay. Um, it's just it's just a part of it. And you can even think maybe in your life that you know someone who's super talented at something, but they didn't go far because they didn't have the growth mindset. They had a fixed mindset. Or there's like the mindset of relationships. It's like, a fixed mindset is avoid conflict, believe relationships should be effortless, okay, which is like no relationships really. But or a growth mindset is like you have to work through challenges. You have to uh have communication, and that would like, tough times actually strengthens the bonds, okay? And just if everything's sunshine, sorry, finding how to speak, it's late. Sunshines and rainbows all the time, eventually that turns negative as well, okay? And so that's why like hard times are actually a blessing. Okay, we just have to see it that way. And don't get me wrong, like it's actually very normal to fall to into like a fixed mindset. I still fall into a fixed mindset all the time, but I have to snap myself out of it. Then that's not serving me. Thinking this way isn't serving me. Like, blaming people, being a victim, that's not going to serve me. I have to see like the light in this. What can I learn from these challenges? Um, you know, and grow from there. And you can see this in every aspect of your life. Like for example, my like 2-year old isn't sleeping through the night. He's waking up a lot and he's calling dad like daddy every few hours through the night. And it's a challenge. It's hard. I'm tired. However, I saw something on Facebook that, those times don't last forever. And one day he's going to grow up and he's not going to call for me anymore. And so that kind of said, wow, that's a really cool eye opener. And it's actually a blessing that he is calling out to me and that he needs me. So yeah, it's just another example. So we can use this for all aspects of life or business or leadership, like avoid risks. Um, you value results over effort and like a feel of failure, but but like a growth mindset is encourage learning, um, and growth and see failure, as I said before, as a stepping stone. Really interesting. So like with Amazon, they have a they've got a policy that they want to fail as much as possible because they get the most data and feedback from the failure and what's wrong. And like something not working is just as good as something working because you just get closer to it from working, okay? And all like the breakthroughs that I've had career wise is actually I looked back at failures and said, wow, okay, I see where like the learning of this was and saw the areas of my ways. And it was always a lack of it's just I haven't developed the skills yet. And life, the universe, whatever you're talking about, it was actually just trying to teach me something. And if I had a growth mindset to the situation instead of beating myself up, it would have been a lot easier. And it goes from weight loss. It's just like, okay, what can I learn from this experience? Is like what's going on? What's the lessons in this that that life wants me to learn about? Okay, maybe I just have to be more patient. Maybe I have to be kinder to myself. Maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe I need to work on this. Maybe I need to mix up the fitness that I'm doing. Maybe I have to come up with a different plan, like whatever it may be. It's just all a part of it, okay? But as soon as we go into like victim mode, that's when things get um, really challenging. Now, how to develop the mindset and parental influence. And I have to thank my parents for this because with me especially, they even though I definitely had challenges with my parents over the years, what they did instill in me was um they praised my effort a lot and they were very clear on like, you can fail, you can make mistakes, but giving up is not an option and just get up and try again. Um, and with teachers, as I mentioned before, always praise growth and effort. And then it becomes a lot better because talent will only get you so far. And you've probably seen, as I said before, you've seen in all aspects of life. Um, like you've probably heard of Michael Jordan that with his basketball team, he didn't make the high school team. And it's a famous story about how he had to go again. In all cross sports, like my favorite football player growing up is Ronaldo. And when he first started, he got a lot of stick when he first started. And a lot of people didn't think that he would even come like even like 1/10 of the player that he is today. And he was behind a lot of players before, even though he was talented, he wasn't the most talented, but he just saw it as an opportunity and he just worked and worked and worked and then he got there in the end because he saw it as a opportunity to get better. And he was just a sponge. So yeah, and a lot of the time I think it is fixing, it is changing, but society focuses on talent, but it has to be a shift to focus on effort because um, hard work beats talent every day of the week. And like how shifting to a growth mindset, like how can we shift into this? Recognizing the fixed mind set is like being defensive, avoiding challenges. Um, you want to reframe it, the thinking to, I can't do this yet, right? Instead, I can't do this, I can't do this yet. Understanding that effort is the key of improvement. So just showing up and giving it another go, just like do it again. Just let's try again. Try. And if you keep on doing this, it's the key. Time and time again, I see this all the time. And I've worked in weight loss. I've ran my businesses. I've got um I know a lot of people who started with nothing and they've reached their dreams. The difference between them and other people who didn't was one key factor. It's because they just didn't give up. And when they made mistakes, they saw it as not mistakes, but learnings. And celebrate progress, focus on the effort, have like small wins. Be happy, like be like, yes, I did this. Yes, I've achieved that. Like I've came a long way. Hey, you've showed up to this call. You show, and that means that you give a shit, and that's freaking cool. So you have to pat yourself on the back for that. Um, and keep pushing forward and just learn from the setbacks, okay? And yeah, and mindset shapes how you approach life, okay? So just adopting this growth mindset will change your life, and your attitude is the key, okay? It's a way that you can unlock like true potential. Or the mind is like so powerful that there's even like studies done. For example, um, they did the study and they had these shakes, okay? One was a diet shake and one was just a normal shake. Two groups of people they gave it to. Groups are identical, but the ones that were put on a diet shake, what they noticed was that their hunger hormones increased because they felt like they were on a diet. Okay, nothing else was different. Or another study that they did is they had two workers, they were cleaners, and they ran the study, but the only difference with the study was that they told one group of the workers that, with their job, they exercise so much, it's a physical job, they're doing a great job, they're becoming so much healthier. And before and after they did their blood, like their health markers and took their blood work. And what they noticed was that the people that they told that they're being healthy and everything like that within their job, their health markers were way better compared to the people that they didn't tell. So like the mind is really, really freaking powerful and we shouldn't underestimate it.